Okay, guys, we are finally here. Oh my god. Guys, okay, so this is the first time that I'll be streaming.
Yeah, that was me. I was happy, truly happy. And one of those moments, it doesn't happen quite often. Those are moments in life that they happen rarely. And every time they happen, I tend to just enjoy as much as I can before it just fades. Do you remember what was the last time that you truly happy playing something? Recently, on the DBD community, we had a lot of discussions about bad updates, bad killers, and a lot of negativity in general, basically. And I watched a tons of videos about it. I was just observing everything from afar, and by the end, I think the last thing that we got was the PTB, that we have healing changes, hillbilly nerfs, and a lot of bad stuff that people really seem to not enjoy. And the response of the community was really crazy, about tons and tons of videos about how that by daylight is dying, how behavior is killing the game, and yada yada yada. This wave of negativity is something that happens most of the time, not only on DBD, but recently on any other game. A really recent example is Hogwarts Legacy, how all the controversial made everyone wants to boycott the game, and by the end the boycott it didn't happen, and it just helped the sales of the game. So why I'm talking about this negativity yet in this video? Basically, I just want to discuss the toxicity surrounding games itself. It's not only Dead by Daylight is in every game. I used to play League of Legends as well before Dead by Daylight, and I thought that game was the worst. And the last time I played League was, I think, 2 months ago. And my first match that I played, I was told that my life was worthless and I should kill myself just because I made one mistake that led into my death. And I think the scariest thing about toxicity is this. When you are behind a screen, that we will not get punished about talking heavy stuff like this. Imagine this. I am a person that works every single day in a 10-hour shift, really stressful job that I really need to do it. I hate my job. I need to do that because I want to pay my bills. Okay, so basically one thing that actually takes me out of this miserable life that I hate to do it, it's talking shit to other people. It's really talking bad stuff about other people because people talk bad stuff about me every day, every single time. My boss tells that I'm shit at everything that I do. My family just abandoned me because I'm shit in everything that I do. Now I'm just gonna release this frustration into other people, telling to kill themselves. That was heavy, right? But it's just one case of how one toxic person can be out there. Maybe this person has a wealthy life, a wealthy family, has a lovely relationship, had everything that they want in life, but still they just want to be toxic because it's fun. It's just a hobby, a pastime. Maybe there's someone there just wants to be toxic because got bullied the entire life. They just want to come back, a revenge, a way to fulfill this hole that those dark past times left them. It's crazy, right? It's really crazy how toxicity can manifest and how toxicity is spread like a virus into the community. Is there any solution to toxicity? No, there's not. There will always be toxicity. It's life. It's how society itself works. Toxicity doesn't only happen in games or online. Online just makes everything easier because, as I mentioned before, you were just behind the screen. You cannot be punished most of the time, sadly. But toxicity happens at work. Maybe going to work. If you take a bus, a train, you can conflict someone super toxic that can ruin your entire day. Sadly, toxicity is just that. Negativity is just that, and no matter how much we can talk about this and we appeal to people not to be toxic, that's not gonna work at all. It's just how the life goes. And that's it. That's totally it. The purpose of this video is not a rant about the community, about the updates, because by the end, they revert the updates and they tweak other numbers that actually make people happy. And that's the point, because people criticize. Not everyone, of course. The thing about criticism, it's the right way to do it. It's the more polite way. Constructive criticism. It can be harsh sometimes. Doesn't mean that you have to pat the dev's head telling, this update, we don't like it. Can you please change it? Sometimes you need to raise your voice to people to understand our frustrations. And that's how, things in history was done. Important deeds on the history was done. Because sometimes we need to raise our voices. Raising our voice doesn't mean being toxic, but the way that you do it, it can be toxic. So, when we give people criticism, it's for the good of the game. We need the game to succeed because we like the game. Otherwise, if you don't like the game, why are you playing it? I was reading some reviews about Dead by Daylight and I was shocked to see how many reviews was, for example, I played this game and I want to kill myself. Or fuck this game, if you play this game, this company needs to get bankrupt. The dev sucks. And so on and so on. People tend to hate this game a lot, but it's just Dead by Daylight. that we're talking about here. If you can go to any other multiplayer games, you can see a lot of stuff, a lot of really bad stuff. It's a really deep rabbit hole that you can get into yourself to it if you just keep reading the reviews, and it's a really scary rabbit hole. I'm not gonna lie to you. Seeing so much hatred, so much sadness, it just makes you trying to understand why people do that, why people put themselves on such a suffering routine to this day, why they just, why they don't quit the game. Maybe it's addiction, maybe it's just comfortable, maybe it's just frustration, and frustration is something that happens, and they are just trying to release it into something. The bad thing is that sometimes that something can be you, little Timmy that was just trying to have fun playing your Pyramid Head match. Got a great game, but at the post-chat game, they call you cancer. They call you dumb fuck. They tell you to kill yourself. Yes. Toxicity is something that had no explanation. Something that we sadly have to deal with it. I hate toxicity. I suffer from it for my entire life, basically. I was toxic in one time of my life, and I learned to always try to think and try my best to not make those thoughts ever, come to my mind ever again. Being toxic is something that is hard to not do, especially depending on how rough your life is. But doesn't mean that you have the right to hurt someone else's feelings, more than life already is doing to that person. Whatever you feel the need to be toxic, just try to think about it. At least after you do it. Because the person that is behind the screen also is a person like you, has feelings, and we don't know what that person is dealing with. Anyway, guys, it's just a thing that I want to get out of my chest every time I see people talking about toxicity. And yeah, just if you want to discuss about it, just comment. I think that this is a safe space, so we can comment about it. We can discuss about it, and we can share our thoughts, and maybe sharing something helps with those feelings, right? So the power of community is something really beautiful, and when we came together as one to share our stories, it's always a really good thing. Okay? Thank you so much for being here once again. Thank you so much for just being you. And yeah, I see you guys on my maybe next stream, if you can catch me live, or in the next video. I'm gonna try to get some more gameplay, DVD gameplay here at this week. I took a 2-week break, but we are back and we are feeling great, right? So yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. Love all your faces. See you on the next video. Bye.